You're not failing at trading, you're protecting the part of you that's afraid of success, responsibility, and change. And until you confront that part of you, you'll continue to sabotage your trades. Carl Jung many years ago talked extensively about the shadow, which refers to the unconscious or the subconscious state. And Carl Jung had a quote that I think is very, very important for traders to understand, and that is, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will run your life and you will call it fate. Until you are aware and able to bring from the unconscious mind into your conscious awareness why you do what you do and what drives your actions, even and especially the actions that you label as bad and terrible and you want to stop those actions, until you make yourself consciously aware of the motive to those actions, you're going to continue to repeat those actions and they're going to continue to run your life, and you're going to call it fate. So what most traders do is they go off and they blame either their strategy, they think that there's something wrong with their strategy and they go strategy hopping for the next holy grail, or they blame the market conditions, low liquidity market conditions, volatile market conditions, or unpredictable market conditions, or they blame their broker, slippage, poor execution, spreads, or they blame the news, or they blame the volatility. But the real battle isn't anything external. It's not with your strategy, the news, the brokers, anything like that. The real battle as a trader is internal. It's our fear of success, our fear of responsibility, and our fear of change and change in identity that we are unconsciously keeping ourselves where we are because we're afraid of those things. And if we really dig deep and truly understand the consequences of the specific outcome and the specific goal we have, if we truly were present with those consequences and the fears we would experience if we had that, we would understand the simple truth that we are unconsciously co-creating the environment around us because that's what keeps us comfortable. And that's where we feel like our self-image reflects. So your trading results aren't a reflection of anything external, anything in the market, anything to do with the market. Your trading results are a direct reflection of your internal game, your own self-image. Now, the beauty of this is that you realize you have more control over your trading results than what you thought. Because if you make your trading results about something external, you have no control over that. But if you make it about your own internal game, then you realize you have full control over your trading results. Now, when we look at the shadow, when we look at the unconscious, when we study that, we understand that self-sabotage, and I put this in parentheses for a specific reason, self-sabotaging behaviors, they're really protective mechanisms and coping mechanisms. They're psychological defense mechanisms, trying to keep us safe, trying to keep us comfortable, trying to keep us where our self-image reflects. So our idea of success, this version of success we have in our mind, although we say we want it and we think we're going to enjoy it, the truth is deep down, the reality of that success, it threatens our current identity. It puts us in a state of discomfort. It makes us be a person that we really deep down don't want to be. So if we were to win and achieve our idea of success and achieve our trading goals, then it would force us as traders to have higher standards, to have more accountability. There's no running away now. There are true consequences to poor trading decisions. Greater exposure to risk, a loss of excuses. Now you can't use excuses as readily as you did before because there are greater consequences. All of a sudden there's lifestyle changes. You become a new individual, which means the people you hang around, the places you hang around, your relationships with your current friends and with your family, they change. All these things shift. And if we were truly present with the consequences and the fears we hold about becoming the individual that we wanted to become, we would truly understand why we're constantly manifesting and make manifest the reality we have. Even though we say we want a certain goal, even though we say we want a certain outcome, even though we say we want to be consistently profitable traders making $10,000 per month, the reality of that, the fears associated with that, the consequences and the risks associated with that are too great for us to face at this point in time. And this dilemma we face as traders manifests as the following. It manifests in our trading by us moving our stops even though we know we shouldn't. If you're running a loss and you pull your stop further back to expose yourself to more risk in a hope that the trade will still play out. Or you trail your stop to break even too quickly, and you take a break even instead of a win. Or you lock in profits out of fear of losing unrealized profit. This manifests in our trading by trading outside of our plan, by over-risking, by over-trading, by hesitating on valid setups. This is how this whole idea of a protective defense mechanism truly manifests in our trading through our actions. Now, the good news is if you know what you're doing, you can start to redefine this narrative and break yourself out of this current state, in this paradigm you've put yourself in. And there's a great exercise that I sent to all my one-on-one coaching clients a couple weeks ago, and I encourage them to use and do. It's an exercise that I've been running through personally in my own personal life, in my own trading, in my own business goals, in my own relationship and health goals, all the above. It's a great question to ask yourself. You want to take a certain goal. Let's say your goal is to make $10,000 a month, to be a consistently profitable trader, managing X amount of funded accounts, being a full-time trader. Maybe these are your goals for 2026. And I want you to get present with that. And I want you to close your eyes and visualize that in your mind's eye. And then I want you to make an exhaustive list of, let's put yourself in the shoes of you have achieved those goals. You're a full-time trader, making $10,000 per month from your trading, managing X amount of funded accounts, living off your trading. Put yourself in that goal. Get present with that. You've achieved it. Now, what are the fears you're experiencing? What are the pains? What are the risks? What are the drawbacks? What are the bottlenecks? What are the consequences of being the individual who's achieved that goal? And make an exhaustive list in the 7 areas of life. Go through your relationships, go through your business and finances, go through your mental health, go through your intimate relationships, go through your physical body, go through your spiritual mission, go through all areas of life and uncover the fears, the drawbacks, the risks, the consequences, and the bottlenecks of having that particular goal. And what you'll probably find is that there's an exhaustive list there of fears there, because now all of a sudden you're accountable to your trading results. If you don't perform as a trader, guess what? You can't pay your bills, you can't eat. And now all of a sudden you don't have the consistent income coming in from a job. So there's a fear there. What happens if I don't perform my trading? And there's uncertainties in your trading plan. And there's a fear of what happens if those get exposed. I've been lucky over the last 3 months, but what happens if those things I haven't prepared for properly, or haven't back-tested properly, or haven't put processes in place for properly? What happens if they come to surface and I'm left with my pants down as a trader, relying on my trading? And then what are the consequences to your relationships? Maybe all of a sudden your time schedule is now different to your partners, or your time schedule is different to your friends. Or maybe you work with a lot of your friends and that severs a lot of the relationships. Or your friends start seeing you do better, and all of a sudden you realize that that makes them uncomfortable. They want to do things and say things to bring you back to where their comfort levels are. There are real fears of being the trader you say you want to be. What you need to do is you need to uncover an exhaustive list of what those are. Maybe now there's greater losses. Maybe there's greater pains when you take losses. Maybe there's greater fears, more sleepless night, more stress on your health and fitness, on your body. You want to uncover all the fears if you had that goal. And then the bottlenecks. Well, through December and January, there's not much trading, low volatility in the markets, for example. There's potentially a bottleneck there. Maybe you just don't have the type of funding right now, or the trading results, to get the income that you need to pay your bills. So there's an incongruent goal there. Maybe you don't even know what your expenses are, so you can't run the numbers. So there's an incongruent goal there. So there's a lot of fears and there's a lot of bottlenecks and there's a lot of risks if you have what you say you want to have. And the reason I can be certain of that is because you don't have that goal yet. If you went through and you managed all the fears and all the risks and you planned contingencies for each of them, you would manifest your goal. Because right now you are co-creating the environment you have to keep you what matches your self-image and what makes you comfortable and serves your value system. So once you have an exhaustive list of fears and risks and consequences, you then want to make a strategy. You want to strategize achieving your goal, a $10,000 funded trader, full-time trader, without the fears and the risks. You prioritize all the fears and risks, and then you put strategies in place. How can I lower the probability of that fear or risk coming true? And if it did come true, how can I lower the impact of it? For example, you can set up 3 to 6 months of cash cushion, cash savings. You can buy yourself time. You can, when you're a full-time trader, you can start generating and creating a positive sum business. So you have income on the side from a different business. Instead of going from, full-time work to full-time trading, you're full-time work to part-time work. So you just reduce your hours. To take care of the social thing, you can start building relationships with other individuals doing exactly what you're doing. So once you're aware of the fears, you can then strategize to achieve your goals without the fears or risks having severe consequences. And when you have that master plan and you've got that prepared, watch yourself manifest the goal. Now traders, just for the next couple days, I've got my trading psychology archetype quiz that disappears on New Year. So if you haven't done that already, make sure you jump into the description and you complete that so you can understand what type of a trading psychology you have. And I give you a completely free report on what exactly you need to do next to overcome your specific archetype.